If you're just getting to know Berkeley County, maybe you just moved here, thinking about moving here, you might be wondering what's out there to do besides going to Walmart. Well, there's lots to do. This part of West Virginia has more going on than you might think. Whether you're in the mood for a hike, theater, local shopping, or just a good meal, you'll find it here. I promise. Let me show you a few of my favorite spots around town. Let's start outside because when the weather's nice, Berkeley County has lots to do. There's War Memorial Park. It's one of the most family-friendly places around. It's located right in Martinsburg. It's packed with things to do. Playgrounds, tennis courts. I've seen people play pickleball over there. There's shaded picnic shelters. It's a big park. In the summer, there's a public pool, and lots of people go there. It's a nice big pool. There's mini golf and seasonal events like food trucks and fireworks. There's concerts every week there in the summer. It's the kind of place where you can spend an hour or a whole day. Poorhouse Farm Park is another local favorite. It's just outside Martinsburg. You'll find walking trails. There's a fishing pond, picnic shelters. There's lots of open space. I've seen people fly kites out there. And my friend had her wedding there. There's a barn. Beautiful place for a wedding or, a family event. It's peaceful. It's relaxed, dog friendly. If you're up for something a little wilder, check out Sleepy Creek Wildlife Management Area. It covers over 22,000 acres across Berkeley and Morgan counties. It's more rugged. Those hiking trails are, some of them can be pretty rough. They have remote fishing spots. There's camping over there. Just a heads up, cell phone service is iffy out there. So you'll need to bring a real map, a paper map, or download one ahead of time. I've had to backtrack once or twice, but honestly, the views made it worth it. For biking or easier walks, the C&O Canal towpath is perfect. It runs alongside the Potomac River for over 180 miles. It's flat. It's full of history with old canal locks, lots of river views, beautiful walking trails. I like there's several places to access it here along the Potomac. I like the access near Shepherdstown. You can grab a coffee in town, then go for a ride, circle back for lunch in Shepherdstown. Beautiful little town. There's Yankure Nature Preserve. It's a beautiful spot. It's smaller, short, shaded trails. It's good for kids, great for bird watching. Peaceful way to spend an hour or two without going too far. And then there's the local markets. Orr's Farm Market is more than just produce, depending on the season. You can pick strawberries, blueberries, apples. They've got fresh pies, local honey. You can visit a few goats while you're at it. Kids love that. So check their page before you go. They often have hay rides. They have story time and other events on the weekends. The Martinsburg Farmers Market downtown runs Saturdays from spring through fall. Local vendors, handmade goods, food trucks, live music, just a lot of things in there. It's located in the Roundhouse at the Caperton train station downtown. The Caperton train station is still an active Amtrak stop. It's also home to For the Kids by George Museum. There's lots of hands-on exhibits focusing on local history, transportation, early life in this area. It's a small museum, but it's really well done. And you'll love that Roundhouse if you're a train or history buff. It played a major role in the Civil War, and it now hosts tours, events, exhibits. I went to a Christmas market there, and it's a beautiful place. And while you're downtown, don't miss the chance to just stroll a bit. Martinsburg is in regeneration mode. You'll see new businesses popping up, mix of old and new architecture, growing number of art galleries, coffee shops, one-of-a-kind boutiques. My absolute favorite shop in this whole area is the Queen Street Gallery. This place is packed with unusual finds. You'll see really interesting antique posters, handcrafted pieces from traditional cultures around the world, vintage prints, lots of things, antique jewelry, things you just don't see anywhere else. It's one of those places you walk into just to browse and you end up staying for an hour. If you need an unusual gift for someone, that's the place to go. There's also the Apollo Civic Theater, and it's the real deal. This place has been around since the 1920s. It still hosts live shows year-round. I've seen the Addams Family musical there, local concerts, comedy nights. The building itself is very interesting, haunted according to some. It's been featured on one of those TV shows that travels around the country exploring haunted places. So that's the kind of spot that gives downtown real character. If you've got kids under 10, there's the Wonderment Puppet Theater. It's one of those quirky, charming places they'll remember. They do original puppet shows like the Three Little Pigs, Goldilocks, Frog Prince. While there, you can explore the Puppet Museum. So that's a low budget, fun afternoon to spend with your kiddos. And then for adults, more adult types, is Pikeside Bowl. And it's a classic. There's bowling lanes, arcade games, snack bar. So something to do on a rainy day. Let's move on to food, which is always worth mentioning. So here's our favorites. For lunch, the Sweet Hut Cafe, that's in downtown Martinsburg. They have delicious poke bowls, ice cream creations, nice outdoor patio eating area. The Garage on Queen Street. It's an old garage refigured into a food court. Right across the street is Good Natured. This is one of my favorite places. It's a vegetarian, organic restaurant and shop. The food is delicious. Even my husband, who is a meatitarian big time, likes the food there. For dinner, our go-tos are Spice Connection, which is an Indian restaurant in Martinsburg, Thai Martinsburg. That's in an old Victorian house. It has a really nice back patio for dining outside. We order carryout a lot from Empire China, probably once a month at least. And then the Crab Shack in Martinsburg is good for seafood. And another one of our favorites, King's Pizza. It's much more than just a pizza place. They have delicious Italian meals. There's a lot more going on in Berkeley County than people realize. There's also some really interesting small towns near Martinsburg. Shepherdstown, Harpers Ferry, and Jefferson County, both are historic towns with things going on all the time. Same for Berkeley Springs in Morgan County. Berkeley Springs is known as an art town. It's a quirky, quaint little place. It's a short drive from Berkeley County. Every week on Friday, I send out a newsletter with weekend events in the Panhandle. Also on there, all the homes for sale, new listings, open house schedules if you're home shopping. And if you'd like to see that in your inbox every week, go to meetmeinthepanhandle.com and there's a link there you can click on to sign up. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you around town. Have a great day.